This is a computer lesson for primary 2, second week of first time. And the topic is part of the computer system. And the lesson is being presented by Mr. Moses Augustine. Now let's look at the topic outline, which is going to be talking about the major parts of the computer system. Then identification of the major parts of the computer system. Now the objective of this lesson is that at the end of this lesson, people should be able to mention some major parts of the computer system and identify some parts of the computer system, mainly the major part. Now, a computer is a system, so it has many parts joined together. So, we are going to be talking about the major parts of the computer system. And later on, we may come to talk about other parts of the computer system. So this part of the computer system, they have to be joined together by cables, or some of them use wireless. Like we have a keyboard that uses wireless, a mouse that is wireless. Then before the computer can work very well. Now, if they are using wireless, it means if they are wireless, it means they are using Bluetooth. But if they are not using Bluetooth, they have to use cable. So now let's look at the major parts of the computer system. The first is the system unit. The system unit is also called the case or chassis because it is the one that holds the engine of the computer, that is CPU, and not only the CPU with other parts inside it. It looks like a box. When you see a computer system like this picture that is here, that one that is by the right hand side of the monitor, a system unit like a box. And inside that box contains the CPU and many other parts of the computer. Then the monitor that stands like a television. It actually looks like a television with a screen where we see what we are doing on the computer. So it is the monitor that shows what we are actually doing on the computer. Then on the floor there, we can see the keyboard, that rectangular uh, shaped object with many buttons. Yes, it is the keyboard that has many keys. And when you press the keys, what you are doing is you are sending data into the computer. And if you are doing it well, that is what we call typing. We use the keyboard for typing. Then a very small device which is very close to the keyboard from this picture is the mouse. The mouse has only two buttons and a scroll, and the two buttons are used for clicking, either right clicking or left clicking. We always say it looks like a rat because of the cable connecting it to the system unit is very long and the mouse is very small and portable like a rat. Then we have speakers, as you can see from the pictures. The speakers are also there. Mostly they are always two external speakers, two in a set that brings out sound from the computer. And we also have a printer which uses paper to print out information from the computer. So these are the major parts of the computer system. Now, we have now come to the end of the lesson today. But before I close down, I will have to just mention again or go back and summarize what we have learned today. And from what we have learned today, the parts of the computer that we classify as the major parts are our topic today, which we have talked about them. And we actually say they are the major parts of the computer that if you have this part, at least you can use your computer very well. Other parts of the computer can come whenever you need them, but these six major parts are very, very necessary. They are the system unit, the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the speakers, and the printer. The monitor, the system unit, the keyboard, the mouse, the speakers, and the printer. These are the major parts of the computer system. So, thank you for listening. And by next week, we shall be talking about other parts of the computer system. Stay safe and remain blessed.